Hey guys, just Dave. Had to do a voiceover on this one. Lost all my audio, but I'm here at the Union Cemetery in Steubenville, Indiana. And the mausoleum here I'm going to go into is the final resting place of Jimmy Snyder, better known as Jimmy the Greek. He was a bookmaker and a sports commentator. So he was born here in Steubenville, Ohio in 1918. And then died in 1996 in Las Vegas at the age of 77. And like I said, buried here in Union Cemetery. His family had a pretty long history here in Steubenville, and that's why he got buried back here in his hometown. Jimmy the Greek, he bet $10,000 on the 1948 election between Thomas Dewey and Harry S. Truman, getting 17-1 odds for Truman to win. In a later interview, he indicated that he knew Truman was going to win because Dewey had a mustache. It's kind of hard to see, but he is way up there. I'll try to zoom in as much as I can so you can see it. There we go. James George Snyder Sr., the Greek. Pretty cool. He invested a lot of his money in oil drilling and coal mining. These ventures all failed. He lived in Las Vegas after moving there in the 1950s, and he worked as an oddsmaker and a gambler at such places as the Vegas Turf and the Sports Room. In 1962, he was convicted of interstate transportation of bets and wagering information, along with conspiracy, violating the Federal Communications Act. He was fined $50,000 and labeled a convicted felon, including a couple of years working for Howard Hughes at that time as doing public relations. In the 1960s, he began a news column involving a sports betting line for the Las Vegas Sun, which eventually received widespread publication. In 1974, he got a presidential pardon from Gerald Ford. The sports line betting eventually led to a pretty long stint in the NFL Today with CBS Sunday morning show for the NFL. Like I said, there you can see his grave all the way up there. Kind of hard to, wish I could get closer. So he had a long football career and had a lot of success at that. He was fired from that show in 1988 after making several questionable comments about the African Americans during the lunchtime interview, and just came out and he got let go. So long life, interesting history to him. Jimmy the Greek, I think he was in Cannonball Run as a bookie. He did a lot of kind of sports related or kind of parodied sketches on like a lot of different shows. I think he was in The Simpsons, like a parody in The Simpsons, The Golden Girls, quite a bit of stuff. Snyder was married to Joan. They lost 3 of their 5 children to cystic fibrosis. He did suffer from diabetes, and in his later years died of a heart attack on April 21st, 1996 in Las Vegas. And we'll just walk around here as we leave, kind of look at the rest of the outside of the mausoleum here. Pretty easy to find. It's on top of the hill toward the back end of the cemetery. Really can't miss it. Like I said, quite a few burials out here, and like I said, you've got a commanding view of the area around the cemetery. All right, guys, thanks.